2 years ago, I went on a holiday to Gold Coast with two of my mates, and one of my mates was constantly pissing me off. Sometimes a lot of the shit he would say would just frustrate me to no end, to the point where I just wanted to punch him, where I just wanted nothing more than to either be done with the holiday or to get a different hotel room or to just not see his face. And it was because of some of the shit he was saying. He was making slight little comments basically stating that I needed validation from others and that I'm just doing shit because I'm an attention seeker. Anytime that he mentioned that or something to do with that, I would constantly get pissed off. And honestly, one night I remember thinking to myself that when this holiday is done, I'm ending the friendship with this guy, just because of how I was feeling with some of the comments he was saying. So then I just sucked it up, dealt with it, and then the holiday was over. I went home and I actually journaled it out. Why did those things just frustrate me to no end? Like, all he was saying was tiny little comments, and that was like making my blood boil, to be honest. It's like that quick emotional reaction when you're just like, fuck you. Just instantly. It's not like a logical thought where you're just like, oh yeah, I didn't like that comment. It's just an emotional, instant reaction. So yeah, anyway, I journaled and I figured out that I was actually just projecting insecurities I had. So it turns out, regarding attention and validation, I do act in a people-pleasing way, and I have tendencies to do that. And those are stemming from insecurities I have about myself. And through learning a bit about the unconscious mind and how insecurities and how projections form, I realized that I was just projecting an insecurity onto my mate, and I was about to end a friendship because I was projecting. And that's basically when I realized that those super emotional reactions, those outbursts you have, those are literally just you projecting. It's just me projecting. And honestly, it says nothing about the other person that you're actually getting angry at. It's all to do with you. I think this quote sums it up very nicely. It's by Carl Jung. He's one of the three founding fathers of modern day psychology. He talks about the unconscious and how that affects you. He's absolutely integral if you wanted to gain a deeper awareness of yourself and those projections, those insecurities, and where those actually come from. It's basically just saying everything that irritates us about others, and that irritation is those instant emotional outbursts that you have, those emotional reactions to other people, can lead to an understanding of ourselves. Because once you realize that irritation, that emotional outburst is just you projecting insecurity, you can figure out more stuff about yourself. You can gain self-awareness and keep it from happening again, and work towards becoming a more whole version of yourself. If you're new here, my name's Jacob, and I'm on a mission to help 1,000 young men rewire their minds and become genuinely happy. Coming from someone who was extremely anxious, I lacked confidence, I strongly disliked myself, I was insecure as fuck, and I had a constant stream of negative thoughts. And on top of that, I was terrified of being alone with my own mind. Then I got my shit together, undid all of that, and now I just want to help young men make the same transformation I did. So please do subscribe to join me on this journey. Okay, so that story in the beginning, that was my first step and beginning my journey into the unconscious mind. And sure, this diagram, beautiful diagram by the way, it's to help you understand the conscious mind a bit more quickly. So this is an iceberg, picture it as one, same as the thumbnail. The conscious mind, what we visibly think about, what we see, and like that logical brain, when we think, that's the conscious part of our brain. And then the rest of us is the unconscious. It's made up of those automatic behaviors, our beliefs, everything we think to be true, all of our experiences, our memories, everything is stored in the unconscious. It's just like, think about the automatic reactions to some things that you've done hundreds of thousands of times. You don't think about it, you just do it. Like brushing your teeth. You don't think about how to move your hand, you just do it. You don't think about when you drive, you don't think about walking, you don't think about breathing. It's the type of stuff that you just do automatically. And it's because it's stored in the unconscious. And there's also not just the automatic behaviors, it's your beliefs, it's your automatic judgments of others. In those instant moments where you see someone and you judge them for something, that's coming from somewhere down here. It's like those judgments you make of others. Like, say for example, you see a fat person and then you instantly judge him as lazy, undisciplined. And now, where do those things come from? You're not instantly, like, logically, consciously thinking about that. You instantly just feel that. And where does that come from? It comes from here, the unconscious. So much of what we think about, our beliefs, everything, it's stored down there. And to gain awareness of the unconscious, that is when you can start that, like, remember my story from earlier? Figured out my insecurities and I can work to fix them. I figured out I was projecting. When you do that, your peace of mind is saved because, you realize you're projecting. I can just not, because I'm projecting. It's not them being fuckwits or anything to me. I'm projecting an insecurity that I need to work on. If you reframe that, then peace of mind and your happiness can improve a lot. Also, here's a quick analogy to help you grasp a bit of paradigms and how you think about a situation actually controls it a lot. Actually influences how positive or negative you see it as. So say there's a situation in which your car battery breaks. Your car battery is not working. There's two people, the same situation. The person one sees it as like a little side quest has opened up. Like, you know, in a video game where you get a little side quest menu and you have to do a few little quests. Person one, imagines the little side quest has appeared. He views it with some curiosity and is like, oh, okay, guess I get to learn something new. Guess I get to go figure out how to do this. That's his, like, paradigm around problem solving. It's, well, the thing's already happened, so I have to solve it now. Or how person two views things, they view it with negativity. They view it with, of course it's happened to me. Or they don't be proactive, they think negatively, and they're just angry and spiteful because this thing happened to me. And then who do you think has more fun, actually solves the problem in a quicker, more useful way without emotions getting in the way? It's obviously going to be person one. And person two, the same situation happened. They're doing the same thing, and their thoughts about the situation heavily changes, like, how you actually feel about it. So a lot of what I think self-development and self-improvement should be is figuring out those unconscious behaviors, those insecurities, and working on fixing them. And I actually have a method. This is the method that I use to figure out my insecurities in the first place, to find out unconscious behaviors and insecurities. It's called Socratic reasoning. It's asking why, it's a reasoning model by Socrates. It's basically just asking why, over and over again until you get to, like, the first principle, like the base reason behind why you're doing something. And this model can be used in so much of your life. If you want to figure out why you're doing something, literally just ask why over and over again. And then you'll figure out either there's no solid reason behind it and you shouldn't actually think like that because you're not founding your thought process on an actual, like, grounded fact. This is a lot of critical thinking as well. It's asking why over and over. This is a good model to use when critical thinking as well. If there's an actual, like, fact below towards the bottom of it, then it's actually something you can believe. And this model takes openness and vulnerability. Of course, you're doing it with yourself, so you just literally just have to be open and honest. Because otherwise this model doesn't work at all if you just refuse to look at what's there. If you refuse to look at what's there, there's no point, don't even bother. If you refuse to be open, vulnerable, and realize that there is shit about you that you might not want to find, then just don't bother. stay insecure and stay mad. But if you're anything like me and you do want to change, you do want to learn more about yourself, and you do want to become happier, then go with it with a sense of openness, curiosity, and a willingness to be vulnerable. Okay, now time for a quick summary. So I want you to understand the unconscious mind and how that plays a way bigger effect on your life than you actually realize. I want you to realize that your insecurities are all unconscious and that you have to work to figure them out. And you have to make them conscious, and then you have to use Socratic reasoning. That's just one method, just asking why and why and why over and over again until you delve down to the first principle, the base reason. And a way to do it that makes it much easier is to journal it. So just writing down the topic, what makes me pissed off, asking why, figuring your answer to that, and then asking why again, and then doing that again and again and again. So before I end the video, I do want to ask you one question. What are you grateful for? I want you to write down in the comments one thing that you're grateful for. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.